Right, guys, I'm back for another another FIFA vid. This one, I just need to get something off my chest because it's pretty much known throughout everybody in the FIFA community, but yet we just accept it. It seems like every single year on FIFA, it just gets shot right across the face when it comes to the last update. And I know why EA does it. We all know why EA does it. Because they want you to get prepared for the new game. And that you get that frustrated and irritated by FIFA 19. You have some sort of hope in your heart or your mind where you think FIFA 20 will be alright. FIFA 20 will fix these issues. Surely they would have identified it and they could see it throughout every single year that there's a problem with the gameplay. No, we get sucker punched in right across the jaw, and once again we're left over there, pocketed out. Like, let's be honest, right? EA pretty much make at least alone from this is UK price, at least at minimum £55 for per person who purchase it from over here. Whether you don't buy any packs, whether you don't buy anything, that is what they spend. That's what they earn on a minimum base level, and then we are even considering how much sponsorship comes on that game, how much packs people spend on it, the ridiculous amount of people that actually go for limited or the icon edition. You know for a fact that they have got money. We don't even need to discuss that. So how the hell can they not employ some freaking coders out there who can identify this problem every single series of a game and think, there's something wrong over here. What can we do to fix it? I'm not saying it's an easy job. I'm not by any way stressing out that that's going to be an easy fix. I know for a fact as someone who's done a bit of games designing that these things do take time to identify. But you're a multi-billion-dollar company. There is something that you can freaking do to spend some money on a yearly product that you freaking release every single year to fix it. So if I'm just going to stress that first thing out, right? Because the facts is quite clear. Let's just take a look at right now FIFA 19. If you're like me, guys, right, I used to like to lob the ball over my opponents, cross it over, bit of that LBY, boom, gets it over the head, goes onto my attacking wings, and then I could play it on from there. Can't seem to do that on FIFA 19 since the start, because every time I seem to do that, it either goes overshot or it just pretty much lands to my opponent. Never have I had a LBY chip over my opponent where it's like 1-to-1 where the defenders are there that I managed to get hold of the ball. The only time I get lucky is when the defense somehow comes back and I've got that window, that second window opportunity to go, boom, gonna clamp it down. That's it. Another thing that I found a problem on this year on FIFA was crossing. A lot of people on FIFA 15 obsessed over crossing the ball over into the box. You get a winger in, you get pretty much to the edge of the crossing area, and boom, you chip it over. One of your sweaty players out there is going to header that ball into the net, and then it's game over. That's just pretty much how simple it was. There's got to be some improvements in the last 4 years, I understand, but that is the thing, guys. There was every single year on FIFA, there was something that people abused, they did, or they absolutely, exploited just so they can get that advantage over gameplay, whether it be sweaty players, whether it be little cheap tactics like that. They did that. On FIFA 19, there was cheap tactics. Everyone knows that. Everyone can see that there was something every single update that players have found to exploit one way or another. And here's the thing, guys. As soon as this update comes out, every single player that you built up a long period of time, for example, my Thierry Henry Squad Builder Challenge, spent ages on it. He might as well be a 77 rated player right now, because that's how it fucking feels like when it comes to EA age against your opponents. Now, I'm coming on the back end of yesterday, thinking to myself, you know what? I've come back from work, I'm going to relax a bit, play a nice standard game of FIFA. 5 games in division rivals, all losses. Not even a single draw. Not even a freaking single draw against opponents out there that were on my level. So, what the hell's happened? Like, I get it, I can have a bad day on FIFA, but I'm like a goal 3, goal 2 tier level player. There's some games out there that I should be able to perform. And especially when I have 23 shots, I expect to have 1 goal in at least 1 game. If I had from fucking footages over here to demonstrate the amount of frustration of each opportunity that I had, and I missed out where they hit the bar, where they went wide, or even just my opponent's keeper somehow did a miraculous save, but yet my keeper seems to dive the other way. That is what it feels like to me at the moment. It feels like it's stacked against me, and they know for a fact it's because I'm not on the game. I'm just gonna pretty much go on FIFA 20 after this, and they're gonna abuse it. They're literally gonna put me to the point where I'm gonna go, nope, FIFA 19 done. Ain't gonna invest a single time on it. Now, if you're like 90% of players out there, you probably never go back to the old FIFA. You never ever would go back to, FIFA 18, 17, 16 when FIFA 19's out. The same with FIFA 20. You're not going to go back to the old ones. And that's the thing, guys. That's why I say it's an annual subscription. But when you pay for something, a product, right, in real life, you expect, no matter what, once that product is yours, to be in working order, to be fixed, to be absolutely, worth even going back onto. Because there's so many classic arcade games that I can go back to and still say, you know what, I'm fine with playing that. FIFA, not a single one that I ever time travel back onto. Maybe some guys out there thinking, you know what, I want to play Cristiano Ronaldo in Real Madrid. Fine, that's your cup of tea. But the same time, when you can't seem to get anything over with Cristiano Ronaldo, who's by undoubtedly comes out as the best player most people see at the start of FIFA, if you exclude the legends out over there, then Ronaldo's like pretty much your top tier player. But he might as well not be worth anything right now as well. Because that's the thing, all the coins get devalued on the players, everything gets ruined, and the gameplay is just pretty much rubbish. It is just pretty much how EA feels like at that point. If your opponent seems to be more luckier, your opponent's won. That's simple as it gets. It doesn't feel like there's skills anymore, it doesn't feel like there's any actions at all, it doesn't feel like you can do much on the gameplay. It's just dead. It is just pretty much dead, and that's how EA decides to roll with it. Now, I'm not going to be over here on the jump bandwagon of every other YouTuber out there that screws up EA. We all know there's frustration out there. But the facts are one thing, guys, right, that I will always state. You make a lot of money from us as consumers. You see, there's tons of YouTubers out there that do FIFA. There's tons of people out there that obviously play FIFA on a daily basis or weekly, monthly, whatever. They've got people out there. Football is the biggest game in the world. You got enough funds out there to say to yourself, here's a team that we got, we're going to improve it, this is the level that we need to do, boom, 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 add it on. I get they try to do something new every year, like FIFA Volta that they're going to do on FIFA 20. Fine, you know what, good. At least try to do something initiative and make it a bit more creative. But fix the basic, man. Fix the gameplay. Like, there's sometimes your ref calls bad mistake. There's sometimes that games just get lag out. Or there's anything like that. Just fix something of the basic first before you try to exploit anything more. Because people will still buy FIFA 20 if it was like FIFA 19, but improved gameplay, as in things actually work, new players in there in different teams, people will still purchase that. They might be like, well, there's not much improvements, but that's not going to stop people buying it. What you want to do is make a fucking reliable product that is going to work consecutively throughout the year, so you're not spending time and effort on updating like stuff on such as the 1.7 update. 1.7 like that's literally an update every 6 weeks since the start of FIFA, and there are people out there that they have to employ to look at doing that. So I don't get their logic. I literally do not get their logic, other than the fact they've pretty much got them over there to try and please us. Just that's it. That's what it feels like. And I think when I speak for every single gamer out there that plays fucking FIFA, we've all come to that point where it gets frustrating, where it just gets enough and you just can't be arsed with it. But yet you'll still go out there because you're like a fucking addict and you'll purchase the next game. That's how it rolls, and that's a fucking problem in itself. I'm not going to go on to another jump bandwagon, but let me tell you right now, I was close to thinking, you know what, I'll give Pro Evolution Soccer a try. I've never said that words before in my head, but until this year when I thought to myself, is Pro Evo looking like they're doing better because of all the scandals behind EA this year, and especially with FIFA? They compared their game to a fucking kidder egg when it comes to surprises. This is how these guys think. They think like this is a child's product, it's a child's game, it's just there to be fucking childish about. Look, it's not. It's a fucking entertainment product. It is actually there to be in its own sense, how we watch them, how other people like to watch movies or dramas, we like to play games that's based around football. It's an entertainment product. Base it around that market. Base it around what people can afford. And it is, I'm not going to lie, a form of gambling when you are purchasing pack. That things needs to be limited and it needs to be looked into. Apparently, they're going to make FIFA packs a lot cheaper. I don't know why, because there's going to be people out there when it comes to, especially them insane YouTubers that can spend grands on pack. And because when they do stuff like that, it kind of ruins the game. I'm not going to lie when I say that ruins the game. It might make entertaining content for 5-10 minutes on YouTube, but then that EA have just got a grand. And if they times that by 12, especially when it comes to how many people in the world does have money to like fucking spend on ridiculous amount of things, they will produce that, because that is about 5 seconds worth of coding for you to open the pack, and they're making a lot of money from it. You need to give them a reason to fucking stop, and the only way it can stop is when you just start to limit the purchase down of their actual content. This year on FIFA 19 only bought standard edition, did not spend any single points. On FIFA 15, 16, 17, I need to smash points. I need to spend a lot of money on points just so I can get players, but I refused this year. I literally refused, and I still got a good team. I just had to put some investment and time in it. But now my time feels like it might as well not have been there, because it's just pretty much killed off all my single players. I'm doing YouTube on the back end of it, but that's the only thing that I can say that's a victory, because now it's nothing else. Literally, I feel like I ain't got anything back from that game. But FIFA 20 is going to be exactly the same. I'm just going to do standard edition. If you're wanting to take my advice, go for standard edition. Or if you want to play it 3 days early, then go for fucking icon edition or limited edition. But don't spend any single money on the packs. Just refuse to buy packs. Go play some squad battles. Go play some foot champ. Just put some time in overall into it. But if you really got the urge of buying a pack, just think about it. Just literally think for a second what else you can do with that money. Put it in towards your own self. That is just my advice, guys. This is just me getting things off my chest. Like I said, I've want to share my thoughts on FIFA whenever it comes up, and it might as well be right now whilst there's nothing else to do on FIFA 19. And yeah, speaking of it right now, guys, like I said, FIFA's kind of dead for me. I'm playing other games, playing Apex and playing Gears of War. Looking forward to that new game. So check out my Twitch channel. I'll put down the description over here. So if you still want to keep in touch with myself, then boom, my Twitch is there. I will be uploading over there. Obviously, FIFA 20 is something I am waiting for. God forbid how much time I'm going to spend on that. But yeah, again, it's something that I want to wait for a while now on YouTube before I start uploading a lot more content. But there's going to be other things coming out on my channel, like my vlogs and my reactions or whatever I choose to do, and stuff like this. So you know you can give your boy some support. Click that subscribe button and we'll get this channel up and running. Anyway, for now, people, that is all me done and dusted. Peace up. Come on, it's... Oh, what is... Oh, holy crap. No.